It's Friday, gonna get down on Friday. Everybody's looking to. Oh crap, is this thing recording? Oh man, that's embarrassing. Well, anyways, guys, welcome to your 16th JavaScript tutorial. And in this tutorial, well, you know what? Before I even get started, first of all, I apologize for my voice. It's a little raspy. But, anyways, I'm not sick, but I got like a bunch of phlegm in my throat. I won't go into detail, but I'm taking Mucinex DM. So, anyways, if I cop up a huge loogie during this tutorial, then don't be mad at me. It's destiny. It's bound to happen. So just deal with it. So, anyways, let's go ahead and talk about nesting, what it is and why it's useful. Before when we had an if statement, it's basically said this: I'm going to give you a condition, and if it's true, run a bit of code. Well, now what we can do is nesting is the idea that you can have an if statement and you can stick another if statement inside it. And then it's going to say basically, I'm going to give you a condition and then I'm going to give you another condition. And if they're both true, then run a bit of code. So it's just saying instead of meeting one, instead of passing one test, you have to pass two tests instead. So let's go ahead and give you guys an example before you get extremely confused. So I'm going to go ahead and set my first name equal to Bucky because that's my dang name. And then go ahead and set my last name equal to Roberts because that's my dang name. And now let's go ahead and build a basic if statement, what we learned before. If first name equals two equal signs Bucky, then go ahead and run this bit of code. And we already know that whatever we write in here is our statement, then it's going to run because we gave it a test and it passed it, so now it runs the bit of code. But what nesting is the idea that instead of just a regular statement like print out hello Bucky or alert box pops up, we can actually go ahead and put another if statement in here with another condition. So let's go ahead and put if last name equals Roberts, and make sure I spelled everything right. You see, whenever you like have a variable or something and you want to make sure it matches, just go ahead and double click it, and then you don't have to be like first, name. Just double click it, and it's gonna highlight all the other ones that are spelled the same. But anyways, back to the tutorial. So now let's go ahead and add a body to this, and now let's go ahead and write something like document dot write welcome, Bucky Roberts! Explanation, and I accidentally hit notepad. So there we go, just like that. So now let's go ahead and save it and run this baby and see what we get. Whoa, probably should have minimized that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, about this, I don't want to talk about that. So I actually forgot. I forgot that that was up there, so yeah, pretty embarrassing. But anyways, as you can see, it says, welcome, Bucky Roberta. Meant to say Roberts, but who cares? So now you can see the basics of nesting. Instead of having one test to pass, you now have to pass another test before you can get to your code. And this isn't only basic if. You can also nest if else. And now check it out. Say you're making a script here and you want to make sure the Bucky's, or excuse me, the user's first name was Bucky, and then you want to make sure their last name was Roberts. So if their first name is Bucky and their last name is Roberts, it's going to say hello Bucky Roberts. I'll just go ahead and change that. But if their first name is Bucky and their last name is not Roberts, let's go ahead and write something else. Copy, paste, hello Bucky someone, or something like that. So now if your variable was Bucky Covington or something like that, you go ahead and it says welcome Bucky someone because it passed this first test right here. So it got in. His first name was Bucky, but then it says, is your last name Roberts? Well, no. So I'm going to go to else, and that says welcome Bucky someone. So again, I just want to give you guys the idea that instead of just writing a statement in here, you can actually nest an entire if statement in here, and then it's just going to give it more tests to pass. And actually, I don't want to confuse you guys too much, but you can actually put another if statement in here, and you can nest it like 1,000 times if you want. So if you're saying, all right, make sure your name's Bucky, make sure your last name is Roberts, make sure your favorite color is blue, make sure you're 24, and you can give it a bunch of different ifs. But actually, if you guys are thinking about doing that, there is a lot easier way. So mostly people nest, you can probably nest three ifs instead of inside each other. And that is, most the deepest that people go. If you want to get deeper than that, then there are better techniques, and I'm going to show you guys those techniques in the upcoming tutorials. But I guess now that the cat's out of the bag, then I'm going to go back to watching my favorite music video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.